My Emotions and Me, written and illustrated by Perla Ramirez.
My name is Billy, and I have an emotional or behavioral disorder, which means I have little to no control of my emotions. I'm in the second grade, and I love my school. My teachers are really nice and helpful even when I become difficult. When something happens that makes me uncomfortable, I get overwhelmed with emotions. I can't help it. I get angry, sad, disruptive. Luckily, there's people who specialize in kids like me.
My name is Miss Penny, and I love my kids. In order for me to do my best work, I must meet the needs of my kids. That includes emotional needs. To identify students that are showing emotional disturbances, the behaviors I look for are the inability to learn that cannot be explained by intellectual, sensory, or health factor, the inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationships with peers and teachers, inappropriate types of behaviors or feelings under normal circumstances, a general pervasive mood of unhappiness or depression, a tendency to develop physical symptoms or fears associated with personal or school problems. My name is Dr. Williams. I specialize in emotional or behavioral disorders. There's a variety of emotional disorders that helps us better satisfy the needs of an individual. For example, anxiety disorder, depression, oppositional defiant disorder, conduct disorder, and schizophrenia. These disorders may exhibit aggressive or non-compliant behaviors in school and home. They may also cause depression, anxiety, and obsessive-compulsive behavior.
Anxiety is a common emotional disorder among children my age. It can be identified by excessive fear, worry, or uneasiness about the future. Specific anxiety disorders include separation anxiety, generalized anxiety, specific phobia, social anxiety disorder, and panic disorder. Oppositional defiant disorder is when I show patterns of angry or irritable mood, argumentative or defiant behavior. If I display 4 of these behaviors within 6 months with someone who is not my sibling, I have an oppositional defiant disorder. Loss of temper, angry and resentful, frequent arguing, blaming others, annoying others, being vindictive, and easily annoyed. Conduct disorder is when I have severe, aggressive, and antisocial behavior, and I often infringe on other students' rights and lack of empathy. 4 categories of conduct disorder are property destruction, serious rule violations, aggressive conduct, and deceitful or theft. Depression can be identified when I show one of these symptoms within 2 weeks. Depressed or irritable mood, loss of interest or pleasure in activities, weight loss when not dieting, slowness or agitation in movement, recurrent thoughts of death, feeling of worthlessness or guilt, and fatigue. Schizophrenia is identified if I experience 2 or more of the following during 1 month period. I experience delusions like thinking someone's trying to hurt me at all times. Hallucinations are when I sense something that isn't actually happening, like hearing voices and seeing things that aren't there. Disorganized speech is when I mumble a lot and my words aren't clear. Catatonic behavior happens when I show little to no emotion or movement. But why am I like this? I'm not too sure why. There's no real reason for behavioral or emotional disorders. However, there's risk factors that contribute to my behavior. Biological causes. Genetics play a role in my behavior. For example, if my mommy and daddy have depression, I'll most likely have some sort of emotional or behavioral disorder. Environmental causes. Everything around me affects my mood, whether it's school or family. My parents' attitude towards me will result in positive or negative behavior. If my school has little to no support for kids like me, I don't know what I'll do.
2 simple ways to identify emotional or behavioral disorders are either external or internal behaviors. An external behavior can be seen or experienced. A student who's persistently disruptive, non-compliant, aggressive, annoying others, acts out, or bullying. An internalizing behavior can be easily overlooked. These include withdrawal, depression, anxiety, and fearfulness. As an educator, I need to keep a sharp eye for these behaviors. This allows me to have a conversation with parents about next steps to enhance their child's learning experience. It is important for both the teacher and the student to interact with an open mind. Feeling a sense of calmness when working with one another is key to help them regulate their thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Mindfulness is a practice from Buddhist traditions that allows the mind to focus on the present moment on purpose, non-judgmentally. Mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR, blends science, psychology, and medicine with Buddhist meditation to result in an emotional, well-being, interpersonal effectiveness, and empathy. Having both teacher and student meditate daily so they can be more aware of their emotions and actions will create a more meaningful and effective learning environment. I'm Billy's mother. Billy's behavior has been very difficult to manage ever since he was a baby. He screams and cries when he's frustrated. He throws things and destroys everything he gets his hands on. As his mother, I have to protect him from hurting others and himself. I need to do my best to help him succeed academically while still managing his behavior. It's been very difficult. However, with the help of the school, I can help Billy understand and manage his emotions here at home. Miss Penny and I meet to discuss Billy's academic achievements and some opportunities. She informs me on what they're working on in the classroom so I can continue it at home. Since the school identified and met his emotional needs, he's a lot more aware of his emotions and the environment around him. Life at home has gotten easier since he's been able to manage his own emotions.
Ever since my school provided help for my emotional or behavioral disorder, I've been responding to my emotions more appropriately. Miss Penny noticed my disorder first and sought help from the special education staff, who then got me with my psychiatrist, Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams, Miss Penny, and my mom worked together to create a safe learning environment for me. I meditate daily and work on my homework with my mom. And I owe it all to Miss Penny. Thank you, Miss Penny.